पावर प्लांट क्वेश्चन आंसर में आपका स्वागत है। अगर आप बीओई या बॉयलर ऑपरेटर एग्जाम या इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो यह चैनल आपके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल होने वाला है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। What is day tank? In some cases oil is pumped to a small tank called day tank. From the day tank, oil is used in the boiler. Name the pipeline at which the oil pressure control valve is placed. High-speed diesel, HSD, oil is directly pumped into the boiler through a filter unit and a flow meter. Oil pressure in the pipeline is maintained with the help of control valve providing at the return line. How is HFO, heavy fuel oil, heated? Storage tank is jacketed with steam coils to keep the HFO hot so that it can be pumped. The oil pipelines are heat traced with steam tracer and electrical tracer run along with the oil pipeline. The entire oil pipeline is heat insulated. Why is tracer provided in HFO, heavy fuel oil, line? Tracer provided in HFO, heavy fuel oil, line to prevent loss of heat and solidification of oil in any section of the pipe in the equipment. Oil is heated to make it less viscous so that it can flow easily in the pipeline. How is the pressure of HFO controlled? Oil pressure in the pipeline is maintained with the help of a control valve provided at the return line to take care of the overpressure relief valve is provided in the line. What are the main components of a conveyor belt system? A conveyor belt is an endless rubberized flat belt moving between pulleys at either ends. The belt is driven by head pulley and coal is fed to the conveyor at the tail end through a chute. The main components of belt conveyor system are conveyor belt, pulley and idler, roller. What are the function of snub pulley and take-up pulley? Snub pulley, to avoid slipping, good contact between belt and drive pulley is required. To increase contact over the pulley, another pulley called snub pulley is used. Take-up pulley, uniform tension of the belt is to be maintained continuously. Conveying system, gravity-operated arrangement is used to adjust the tension continuously. The take-up pulley is directly connected to some dead weight or some rope and pulley attachment. What is troughing idler? Troughing idler or carrier idler are the 3 or 5 set of roller on the material carrying side of the conveyor and are the main load-bearing units of the conveying system. The roller in the set are inclined upward from the center so as to rise the edges of the belt and give it a trough. What are the main safety and protection features provided in the belt system? Pull cord switch are installed at one or both sides of the conveyor along with walking platform at an interval of 20 to 25 meter. In case of emergency, operate a pull cord switch and stop the conveyor belt. Belt sway switch device, detect the misalignment of the belt while running. Installed at both side edges of conveyor at intervals of about 40 to 50 meter. A small clearance is kept between operating handle of switch and belt edge. If belt runs towards either side due to any reason, then the belt edge pushes the operating handle of the belt sway switch. Hold back device is installed in an inclined conveyor to prevent reverse movement of the belt. When belt moves in reverse direction, the pole engaged in the teeth of the ratchet wheel stops the movement. Underspeed or zero speed detector, which is attached to the shaft of a non-driving tail end pulley. Sensor is detects rotation of this pulley, does not detect any speed and stop the belt automatically. Belt damage detector closed circuit sensor loops are embedded in the belt. This sensor loop is discontinued when the belt is damaged. Belt stop automatically to minimize further damage and avoid costly repair and downtime. Which safety device is used to stop the conveyor belt from any location along the belt during emergency? A pull cord switch, also known as a rope-operated emergency switch, is a safety device used to stop a conveyor belt from any location along its length in an emergency. What are the functions of magnetic separator and metal detector? The coil of the electromagnet is charged through a rectifier to generate magnetic field, and oil is used for the cooling of coil and core. When coal on the belt pass beneath the magnetic separator, it attracts the ferrous material. It eliminates the possibility of damage of the downstream equipment like crusher and pulverize. The collected ferrous material can be separated manually or automatically by a self-cleaning arrangement. It attracts only ferrous metal and is not 100% effective. For full protection of the system, metal detector is used in combination with the magnetic separator to ensure that any metal under the coal bed that may escape from magnetic separator does not pass through the metal detector. What are the main safety features provided in a bucket elevator? Bucket elevator is used to convey materials vertically rather than horizontally. The elevator has a series of buckets attached to an endless loop of chain. Chain is driven by sprockets. The loaded buckets travel up over the head pulley, sprocket, where they are emptied into the discharge throat and return back down to continue the cycle. Main parts are bucket, moving chain, motor and speed reduction gearbox, pulley, sprocket, boot housing with adjustable tensioner, material loading, discharge chutes, casing. Safety features in bucket elevators are zero speed detector, off track detector, hold back. What is difference between centrifugal discharge elevator and continuous discharge elevator? Centrifugal discharge bucket elevators, the buckets are mounted at wide intervals on a chain or belt. It operates at high speed. At head end, it throws the materials out of the buckets into the discharge throats by centrifugal force. Continuous discharge bucket has bucket mounted continuously on chain or belt. Buckets are used leaving minimum clearance between the buckets. The material filled in the bucket is discharged at the inverted front of the preceding bucket while passing around the head pulley or sprocket. The bucket then guides that material into the discharge throat. What are the types of coal feeder used in a coal handling plant? A coal feeder is an equipment used in a coal handling plant to control or regulate the rate of coal flow from a bin or hopper. There are many types of coal feeder used in a power plant. These are vibrating feeder, apron feeder, belt feeder, rotary vane feeder, screw feeder. What are the main type of coal crusher used in a coal handling plant? Coal obtained from coal mines is not sized as per the requirement of the boiler. Reduction of coal size is done at crusher. For this, primary and secondary crusher are used. Different types of coal crusher are used in coal handling plant. The main type coal crusher are jaw crusher, has a moving and fixed jaw arrangement. The coal entering the crushing cavity, consisting of fixed jaw and moving jaw, is crushed. Hammer crusher rotates high speed in the crushing cavity of the crusher. Hammers are attached to the rotor, impact with the high-speed rotor. Impact crusher uses impact energy to crush the coal. Revolving blow bar or plate hammer mounted on the rotor creates high-speed impact on the material and throws it to impact plate fixed at the other end of the crushing cavity. Roll crusher has two rotating cylindrical rollers, which rotates towards the gap between them. The rollers have teeth or raised forms on its face. This crusher is mostly used for primary crushing. Mention the factors affect that performance of screen. Different factors affect the efficiency and performance of a screen: particle size, feed rate, screen angle, particle shape, screening area, vibration, moisture content. How does flip-flow screen work? In flip-flop or flip-flow screen, the screening surface is made of flexible polyurethane mats having specific aperture size. During screening process, These flexible mats are individually stretched and relaxed cyclically. So, adhesive bonds within the materials and between the material and screen mats break or loosen. Coal with high moisture content can be screened by this screen. दोस्तों, अगर आपको कोई टॉपिक चाहिए या कोई खास सवाल सीरीज चाहिए तो मुझे कमेंट में जरूर बताएं। मैं अगला वीडियो उसी पर बनाऊंगा। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब और शेयर करना ना भूलें। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में।